Filming yourself in a video can be kind of daunting. Where do I stand? What should I do about lighting? How should I frame the shot? But fear no more, the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro has got you covered. In this short video, we're going to show you some simple tips and tricks that you can use the next time you have to film yourself with the wonderful and kind of amazing DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. All right, so you've got yourself a DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro and you want to make sure that you are in the right position when you are filming. Well, there's a couple of things to remember, or a couple of things to take into account. You want to make sure that you're in the shot, first of all, and you want to make sure that you're positioned correctly. So a couple of things to be aware of is you want to think of how you want to film the shot. Do you want to film close up, which is around about here up? Or do you want to kind of film like midway shot from around about your hips? Or are you thinking more like a full body shot? Like so. Once you've made up your mind, well, then you go on to the next step of your video. You want to work out where you're going to be positioned in the shot. And that's where this camera comes in super handy. On the front of the camera, you can see you actually have a screen, a front-facing screen. And this front-facing screen makes your filming experience so much easier and a lot more fun. So when you actually get the camera straight out of the box, if you have a look at it, we're in the mode right now where we have the full screen off. So if you have a quick look, you see we have this whole like letterbox kind of look. At the top of the screen, we can see how it has how much time is remaining on your SD card. It also has the settings for your camera. It's actually super handy. But if this image is not big enough for you, don't worry. All you need to do is on the rear of the camera, we're going to swipe down on the top of the screen, and we're going to look at this little icon here. Now this icon here is looks like a mountain with a sun. If we tap on that one, that is now going to put the full screen on. And if you have a look, you can see how the icon changed slightly as well. Now, if we turn the camera around slowly, you'll see how now we've got this whole little squared area. Whoops. You see how the whole area on that front-facing screen is now fully covered with your shot. So that makes the image bigger, so you can see yourself a lot easier on the camera. Now, this might be good in some situations, say you're filming in an aspect ratio of 4:3, but for me personally, I prefer to have the the first setting that we showed you, and that's pretty easy to kind of go back to that. Oops. And that's easy to do that. Once again, we want to swipe down. Oops. Once again, we want to swipe down, and then we want to tap on this little icon here, and that is now going to turn the front-facing screen off. So now if you have a look, you can see how we've got that letterbox look there again that we had a little bit earlier. Now I'm going to tell you the reason why I prefer to have the screen this way. And that is because it helps you kind of frame yourself in the shot a little bit better. Now, one thing that we want to talk about is something I use in photography called the rule of thirds. Now the rule of thirds means that you want to have the most important person or object or the thing that you're taking a photo or a video of around about a third from the edge of your shot. Okay, so either from the left-hand side of the frame or the right-hand side, you want to kind of have your person or your object around about a third from that edge. Now, another way to make it even more interesting and make sure that the viewer actually focuses on the exact thing that you want them to is try to have say the eyes of a person, or maybe the focal point of your object, like it could be a building, around about a third down from the top as well. And that's where we use a function called Gridlines, which is on the camera. And so by using the Gridlines, it's going to make us it's going to make it a lot easier for us to follow that rule of thirds to get the best possible shot when you're filming your next video. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right, so all you need to do is swipe down on that rear screen, and then over here we're going to tap on the settings icon, which looks like a hex nut. Now we're going to swipe on up here until we find where it says, where it says grid. Okay, grid is like one of the bottom options. We're going to tap on grid. Now it's going to give us a few different options here for grid, which I really like. The one I'm going to use today is just grid. So, and I get a little tick there. So what happens is now I'm going to scoot out of here. And when I go back to my home screen, now I'm going to see I have that grid reference happening. So what that means is it's going to make it a lot easier for me to kind of like be able to make sure that my subject is in the right spot in the shot. Now, if you look at the front facing screen, this is really awesome as well. There's actually a grid on there as well. And this makes it super handy that when you're filming yourself, you can look at yourself on that front facing screen and make sure that your position is in line with one of those intersections or around about a third from the edge or from the top of this screen. That's a really great tip. Really hope you're getting some value out of today's video. And if you are, please do me a big favor and hit the like and the subscribe buttons. I would really appreciate it. It helps my camera grow and get bigger and better so I can keep making videos like this one, which is hopefully helpful for you. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's get back to the video. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is lighting. Lighting is very important. We've just covered how you frame yourself in the shot, and lighting is equally important as well, especially if you're filming outside. A couple of things to consider. The middle of the day is like the worst time to film. Why is that? Because the sun is directly above you, so you're going to get a lot of shadows. The best time of day to film is what we call the golden hours. And the golden hours is normally about the first hour after sunrise and about the last hour of the day before the sun goes down. So if you can kind of film in those sort of times of the day, your lighting is going to be much better and much more even across your face and your person or whoever you're filming in your video. If that is not the case and you are outdoors filming like I am right now on this baseball diamond, you want to try and get the sun to be around about 45-degree angle from where you are standing. By doing this, it means that you can have part of your body lit up, so it makes you kind of look a little bit 3D, not too much of you is dark. Unfortunately, I have a habit of wearing caps, which drives my wife crazy sometimes when it comes to a photo. But if you're not wearing a hat, it's so much easier. Okay, I'll take mine off, but I must warn you, I do have a bald head. Right, there we go. Okay, great. So you can see how this part of my face is now kind of lit up kind of nicely. All right, that's enough. Bald guy gets a little bit self-conscious, so I've got the hat back on now as well. So that's one more thing to remember. Voice commands are super handy and they are really, really good on the Osmo Action 5 Pro. So we're going to show you how to do that now. So from the rear screen, you want to swipe down. Now, down here on the bottom row, if you have a look there, is like a little guy. Looks like maybe it's a lady, it's a person, and they've got sound coming out of their mouth. So we're just going to tap on that. By doing that, we've turned voice commands on, or voice control on. So what happens right now is if you use one of the commands which are built into the camera, your camera will do what you want it to do, like take a photograph or start a video and even end a video. So this is a great way to kind of save space on your SD card by being able to get yourself into position, and then you could use one of the voice commands on your Osmo Action 5 Pro to start recording. I need to show you where those commands are though, don't I? Easy. Okay, so from the rear screen, we're going to swipe down. We're going to tap over here on that settings icon, which is the hex nut, and then we're going to look for where it says voice control, which is one of the commands. We're going to tap on that. Now, here's where it gives you a choice of different languages, English, Chinese, so many to choose from. And then we're going to tap on voice commands. Mine's in English, so I've got the options include things like start recording, stop recording, take photo, and shut down. So the voice commands, oops, I said shut down and it turned itself off. That's how effective the voice commands are on this camera. So when you're filming yourself, you want to get yourself in the right position, and then you want to say start recording. Start recording. Oops, there you go. And it started to record the video just like that. That makes life so much easier when you are filming outside or inside or anywhere by yourself. When you finish, say stop recording, and the camera makes that little sound and it's turned itself off. Now, if you want to take a photo of yourself, that's pretty easy. Right, take photo. Take photo. All right, so you heard that. So I called out take photo, it did a bit of a countdown timer, and it took that shot. We'll do it one more time. Okay, you ready? Watch in. Take photo. All right, excellent. It's as easy as that. If you follow the simple steps that we've outlined in this video, you're gonna find the next time that you have to film yourself, it's gonna be a whole lot easier. To learn more about the awesome stuff you can do with this camera, the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, you wanna click on this video now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.